We got an exciting show match between Dead Monster and JWeyts. A couple of players that we've had on the stream a few times before. Both have had some success and both have had some losses as well. It's actually been a few weeks since I think we've had either of the players on. Dead Monster unable to connect on that flip reset, so JWeyts will walk in the first. And we talked a little bit before the match got started, but Dead Monster has been at he's been at this competitive thing for a while. And he's actually very close, consistently very close to making main events. The past two qualifiers, he has been eliminated in the very qualifying match, you know, falling out 17th to 24th. So very, very close to making that RLCS main event. See if he can push that across the finish line in the final event of the season. He's rolled one in as well and tied things up. JWeyts a slow play. Looking to bait out a poor challenge from Dead Monster, but it never happens. Now Dead will take over. Chosen to play it safe. JWeyts with a nice recovery. Does get the bump, but ultimately will remain on defense. Pretty unfortunate spawn there. Puts him behind the play, so Dead Monster will roll in a second. JWeyts a quick response on kickoff. Tied up once again. And I can tell you that these guys, in the few show matches that I have seen, they are both very grounded players, both very intelligent players. In today's game, we see a lot of aerial attempts, and I think that is going to be less frequent and less common in this series. Of course, while I'm talking about how it won't happen, JWeyts gets a nice air dribble from one side of the field to the other for his third goal. But I don't think we're going to see these players consistently heading up the wall, you know, investing the full tank of boost in a flip reset or an advanced mechanics aerial play. Of course, here I go. You know, I'm saying it, and JWeyts is proving me wrong as I'm yapping. He does, however, choose to use that flip reset as a wave dash recovery rather than a full-blown shot. So even when he is going with the aerial flip reset style play, still playing it a bit safer than some others may. Dead Monster lines up the air dribble bump and nails it. He's got a third. Dead Monster looking for the cut there. Nice patience from JWeyts, but he doesn't have the resources to really threaten Dead Monster, so eventually he will back off, try to pick up some pads. Dead Monster rips a shot from the midfield. Blocked away by JWeyts. Steals the corner and continues to press. Low 50, no good. Steals the other corner. Wearing down his opponent, waiting for the right time, looks for the ground pinch, and he sneaks it under Dead Monster. A very tactical possession on offense, whittling down his opponent before striking. That monster gets a favorable bounce. Chooses just to shoot directly on target. JWeyts has it covered. No demo, so JWeyts will have to back off. Dead Monster, plenty of boost in the tank and possession. He does flick it past JWeyts, but it's wide. Final 30 seconds here in game one. Dead Monster, potentially an opportunity. JWeyts, no boost, the pre-flip save. Will keep his opponent at bay for now. Final 15 seconds. JWeyts, the low 50 on the end of the aerial play, and he gets the rebound for a fourth. We may be headed to overtime for game one. Rukia, thank you for the raid, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope everyone from Rukia streams having a wonderful day today. Thank you for bringing the team over. Welcome in. We got a show match between Dead Monster and JWeyts. Game one has been a little back and forth battle, and we head to overtime. JWeyts an aggressive press there, deciding for the midfield boost. He's done well to keep this ball in a safe location. Fully invested in this play. Throws the whole tank of boost at it. And while he wasn't able to score, he does put Dead on the back foot. Actually wins the race to that challenge and knocks it directly on target. So JWeyts will take game one with a full field clear. Neutral kickoff actually results in basically a second kickoff there in the midfield. Dead Monster does actually get a bit fortunate. JWeyts messed up his wave dash, or else he would have been scoring to open game number two. He's got control. Chooses to go for the low 50. Flick is on target. Dead Monster with a fantastic recovery. And the clear is actually off target. So JWeyts will collect and flick things back to the blue side. Now Dead Monster has control. Not much boost to work with, so he's just going to send a long shot from the midfield. And back off to play defense. JWeyts with the reset. Finds the top shelf. And he'll be first on the board here for game two. Big challenge win there in the middle of the field. Dead Monster gets his first. JWeyts looked like he was attempting a fake, kind of trying to bait out his opponent to dive off the backboard, make a poor challenge, but Dead Monster waited patiently. He was awarded for his patience. Gets a second goal and possession. Flip reset fake for Dead Monster is good. He's up by 2. Another possession for Dead. Looks to go low and slow. JWeyts has it covered. Does advance to the blue side, but ultimately Dead Monster will come away with possession once more. Now JWeyts may have an opportunity to collect. That's not the greatest first touch. A very narrow angle to work with. Can't get it on target, but he'll try again. Full tank from the opposite corner. Once again, just choosing not to use that reset. I think that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier today. These guys don't want to overextend. JWeyts, a couple reset attempts there, just can't get the shot on target. Dead Monster to the near post, but JWeyts has the save. A great initial touch there from Dead Monster, but he doesn't get the shot on target. Now JWeyts the other direction, up high. This time has the reset. Actually may not have gotten it, and that will cost him. Dead Monster knocks in a fourth. Big challenge win. Dead Monster can't get to the outside of it. He will maintain possession, both ball and boost down here in the orange side, but only for a moment. JWeyts now has him in an awkward position. It's something to remember. Of course, I guess we know this, but we don't think about it. Obviously, Dead Monster can't see JWeyts' boost. So, you know, there may be a moment in the game where we see it and we know that, you know, the opponent is not a threat. We know that they have low boosts and are not going to be able to make much happen. But their opponent obviously doesn't know that. JWeyts, a nice air dribble flip reset. Lifts it up over the top. Gets that one extra touch to find the top shelf. He's cut the lead to 2. Dead Monster chips one up over the initial challenge. JWeyts continues to hang around. Finds an opportunity there after both players just bump one another there in the midfield. 19 seconds left. Dead up by 1. That's a big challenge. Big read from Dead Monster. It's directly on target for a 5th, and that should secure game 2. Dead Monster will equalize in the series, and we're going to pop over to a new server. This is a good one. Good ping for both players. Game number 3. Here we go. JWeyts is going to start things off with a fake kickoff. Earns himself a possession. Going to switch the field on Dead Monster. Dead Monster looking for the bump. No contact. May be able to get back in time. Yes. The JWeyts will get the boost. First touch. A little bit errant, I guess. Pulled it a bit away from the goal. This one's a bit better. He's up to the ceiling. Has the reset. Gets another reset. And at the very final moment, tips it up over the top of the challenge. JWeyts could not have waited any later to use that dodge. It's going to be his first goal here in Game 3. JWeyts just a bit too overconfident. Didn't think that Dead Monster would be pursuing the play. You know, you could see here that Dead Monster has discipline. He's got low boost, but he knows that this is an awkward play for JWeyts, so he continues to press, continues to stay active, and he's awarded with a goal. JWeyts will get a freebie here. For his second. Heavy touch from Dead Monster. Oh, that's genius. Hold on. JWeyts has kept the first one out and the second one. He's also cleared it down the field. He should be able to score this. Dead Monster's going to drop a what a save in the chat. Give you some credit. JWeyts, a fantastic recovery inside his net to get back to that second shot attempt. To earn himself a third goal in Game 3. Dead Monster needs to be careful there. That route after picking up that boost pad is just a little bit too telegraphed. His opponent knows exactly where he's going to be. And if you're wondering maybe how you can get better at demos, hold on, maybe a ground pinch. No contact for JWeyts. But if you're wondering how you could, hold on, reverse takeoff. Actually doesn't go very well. But a great strategy for improving your efficacy with your demo game is to hunt a hunter. Does that make sense? When your opponent is pursuing a ball and you know exactly what path they're going to take, they become easier to predict, easier to demo. When your opponent is pursuing a boost pad, you know the path that they're going to take. It's easier to hunt them. That's exactly what JWeyts did there. He knew the path that Dead Monster would be taking as he tries to pick up that midfield boost. Lines up. Lines up the route and knocks him out. Dead Monster's going to return the favor and knock in a second. Similar sentiment there. Dead Monster knows that JWeyts needs to take control of that ball, needs to continue trying to maintain possession. Oh, look at the speed. Dead Monster. Again, just taking advantage of JWeyts' patience. JWeyts maybe not respecting the speed of Dead Monster. It's burned him twice now in the series. Quick response from kickoff allows JWeyts to reclaim the lead. Now you can see there, Dead Monster hit the brakes. Oh, JWeyts actually missed that midfield boost. He's in a predicament. Fortunately, Dead Monster's flick is too high, too strong. JWeyts still in a tough spot. Dead Monster very calmly, very patiently waits for the proper time with the bounce dribble to cut that to the back post. Dead Monster's tied things up. Oh, wow. Creative play there from JWeyts. Gets his reset. Drops to the ground. Goes for the low 50. Fake kickoff will win him possession as well. Oh, no. Once again, a similar thing that's just continuing to cause JWeyts problems. He's not giving Dead Monster the proper respect. Dead Monster willing to apply high pressure. Earned himself some goals from that willingness. Now he's going to have to play defense. JWeyts up to the ceiling. Has the dodge. Tries to use it immediately, and actually that's going to be enough to accelerate that past the defender. JWeyts, a late lead in Game 3. Air dribble bump attempt on the way, and he nails it! Dead Monster, with 1 second to spare, knocks JWeyts out of the way. We're heading to overtime, most likely. Hold on. Whoa! Dead Monster, unfortunately, off target. Had a great opportunity there with that final second. Oh, and he's going to score it here. A totally neutralized, a totally dead kickoff. See what I did there? And Dead Monster will take the victory. JWeyts with the first possession. He's kept it grounded. A nice flick towards the target. Swept away by Dead Monster. JWeyts should be scoring here. Puts the shot on target. Dead can't get back to it. JWeyts takes an early lead. Well read by Dead Monster, gets the block. JWeyts actually does a phenomenal job covering up the counterattack. Dead Monster, once again, display of speed. Beats JWeyts to the challenge there. Obviously, boost advantage in favor of Dead Monster. Maybe another air dribble bump attempt. It was, but no contact. Dead Monster's going to have to take this back to his own end. JWeyts off the post and away. Still in a tough position. Dead Monster with an air roll shot finds the top left shelf. And finds a lead. Bounce dribble set up. Immense patience from Dead Monster and JWeyts as well on defense. Both players willing to wait. 50 from Dead Monster. Will keep JWeyts pinned on defense. Still low boost. He's actually done a great job to pick up some pads. Dead Monster with the reset. Gets a ground pinch and kind of chips it to the offside. Now he's looking for the demo. Unable to find it. But the attack continues. And he finally spots an opening. Dead Monster, after an extended pressure in the orange half, will eventually work his way past the opponent for a third. Fake kickoff from Dead Monster will earn him possession. Full tank from the right wall, pre-flip into position, has the reset, looks for the final touch but can't get it. And now JWeyts will walk in a second. Kickoff goal to follow. Dead reclaims a 2-goal lead. Looking to close this series out in 4. Good power on the shot. JWeyts positions himself well. Makes an easy save. Oh, JWeyts sneaks it in the far post. That is about as close as it can get. Dead Monster just unable to get back in time. Another fake kickoff. JWeyts this time is going to chip it high. But Dead Monster collects it cleanly. Sends a great flick towards the target. It is a bit wide. He's able to control that catch flawlessly and pick up the corner boost. Dead Monster thought he would be able to take that low and slow. JWeyts with a desperate save. Keeps the scoreline at 4-3. Final 50 seconds. A fantastic touch around the aggressing opponent. JWeyts able to equalize here. Final 45 seconds. Oh, JWeyts has a clean path directly towards the target. Dead Monster got tied up with his opponent there in the midfield after the kickoff. Resulted in a slow recovery. He's got time. Oh, look at that. Dead Monster, a standard air dribble, but he gets a huge hitbox behind it. And he's able to force it home. Look at that. Reads the opponent, challenge to perfection. Well done by Dead Monster. He's tied things up. Final 30 seconds. Dead Monster with a clean kickoff possession. He's going to choose to keep this grounded. Wanted to bait his opponent into a poor challenge. JWeyts waits for the proper time, looks for the narrow angle double touch. Gonna have to be careful here not to get demoed. Oh, JWeyts sticks around on 0 boost, flicks one into the corner, gets a favorable bounce, and then knocks it to the top shelf. We got 2 seconds of play. Do we see game 5? Or do we see some final moment magic from Dead Monster? He's got an opportunity here, but can't turn quickly enough. JWeyts will get the victory, and we head to game 5. JWeyts with the first possession in Game 5. Big bump. Oh, a diving save from JWeyts. And a favorable bounce gives him the first goal in the final game. Look at that, diving off the backboard. JWeyts bump does knock Dead into an awkward position. However, he's got plenty of boost in the tank and continues to attack. Oh, wow, look at that. JWeyts with a soft first touch. It's a musty flick around the opponent for a second. JWeyts gets a third, off to a very hot start here in Game 5. Dead Monster has got to do something to slow down this momentum. Now's his chance. He's got possession. Once again, takes things very low and very slow, which has worked at some points, but JWeyts seems to be in the zone right now, reading things well. Might be time for Dead Monster to switch up some of the strategies that he is using. JWeyts already in time waste mode. Expert evasion from JWeyts on his retreat back. Dead Monster was obviously in position for a demo. Does eventually land one. And he's got his first. But a quick response on the kickoff from JWeyts. It's directly on target. Doesn't even need a second touch. Look at that. JWeyts. A fantastic 50-50 there in the air. Look at that. He just stayed behind the ball, made sure the Dead couldn't get a clean clear. Quick recovery down to the ground allows JWeyts to get a fifth. And that's a poor touch from Dead Monster. He is falling apart here in Game 5. JWeyts' quick 3 goals probably made Dead Monster feel a bit urgent, a bit anxious, a bit desperate. But he's got time. If he can stay focused and attack effectively, he can certainly mount this comeback. That air dribble gets away from him a bit, and he knows he doesn't have the boost to get back to it, so he's just going to peel over to the corner. JWeyts, a very aggressive press. I didn't know he was behind Dead Monster. But he continues to pour on the pressure. He's got a 7. Oh my goodness, what a save. There's a fake from Dead Monster. He's given himself a second goal. And still, loads of time to work with. JWeyts' ground pinch is good for an 8th, and you get the feeling that Game 5 may already be concluded. JWeyts just seems one step ahead. Although that's a big boost miss. May provide Dead Monster with an opportunity. Makes sure to capitalize. He's got a third. And a fourth. That could be the turning point for Dead Monster. Plenty of time. He needs a few clean kickoffs. He doesn't necessarily need to score, but a possession straight away following kickoff would be ideal. He's not going to get it. JWeyts has gone into the air. And now just a huge 50 from JWeyts. Back to time waste mode. He's going to pull this over to the sidewall. This is just magnificent 1v1 game IQ. But Dead Monster once again lands a demo and puts in a fifth. Oh, that was a big boost grab for JWeyts. Click toward the target. No good. Dead Monster avoids being demoed as well. Another demo for Dead Monster, but the ball has gone lateral. In fact, JWeyts spawns directly in front of it. He's gone all in on this play. And he will almost certainly be conceding. Unless he can bump Dead Monster, it's not going to matter either way. Dead Monster gets a sixth. And hold on, folks. Only 2 goals down. Dead Monster has 21 seconds. Let's see if he can work some Game 5 magic. And that will do it. JWeyts secures the corner boost and possession. He's going to run the clock down. Maybe give us one for the road. JWeyts, a fantastic series. GG's to both sides. Well played.